In this video, we will identify the two consecutive whole numbers which a square root lies. In order to do this, we have to be familiar with perfect squares. So what I did was I went ahead and I prepared some of the perfect squares that we will be referencing in this video. Okay? If we had the square root of 31 and I wanted to find the two consecutive whole numbers in which this square root lies, the first thing I need to do is identify that the square root of 31 lies between the two consecutive perfect squares of 5 and 6. That's the first thing I need to identify. So the square root of 31, it falls right in between here. So the answer will be 5 and 6. Find the two consecutive whole numbers which the square root of 77 lies. First, I have the square root of 64 here, and I have the square root of 81. And I know the square root of 77 falls between the two consecutive perfect squares of 64 and 81. Therefore, if this was a number line, the square root of 77 will fall between the whole numbers of 8 and 9. As you become more familiar with perfect squares and square roots, you won't have to have them listed. And later on in this video, we'll remove those. Between which two consecutive whole numbers does the square root of 29 lie? Well, the square root of 29 actually lies between the perfect squares of 25 and 36. So it will fall between 5 and 6 on the number line. How about this one? The square root of 10. Between which two whole numbers? 3 and 4. Square root of 83. 9 and 10. Square root of 30. 5 and 6. This is very helpful when you are faced with having to compare and order numbers that involve rational and irrational numbers. It helps you to determine and place them on the number line in its proper location. What about the square root of 5, which is an irrational number? It will fall between 2 and 3 on a number line. Would it be closer to 2 or would it be closer to 3? The square root of 5 is 1 unit away from the square root of 4, so it will be closer to 2 on a number line than 3. What about the square root of 32? 5 and 6. Square root of 37. 6 and 7. Square root of 88. 9 and 10. Today, we identify the two consecutive whole numbers which a square root lies.